What's up, everybody? It is StickInRink podcast, back with episode 28. I'm hoping that's the right number. We're going to go right into this thing, and we're going to tell you that our friends at DraftKings got you fucking covered, unlike I do. Now, if you're looking for the type of podcast that we're pretty much the Canucks goal, the first goal from last night's game. We just don't stop poking you. So if you haven't checked out our live stream and you're about to do it, stick around because we got a fucking show planned for you today. But first, our friends at DraftKings, the tournament. There's only one tournament you could say that about in the world. It's March Madness. It's finally back. We were deprived of it last year, but thankfully the tournament is going ahead as scheduled this year. So check out the bracket. This is by far the viral bracket that everyone talks about. It's the bracket of all brackets. And the best way to bet on this thing is through DraftKings. So definitely check out DraftKings.com using promo code THPN at sign up to get yourself a free entry when you have a $5 deposit. So if that's not enough, check it out. They got a $1 million survivor pool, and you can get your shot at winning at least $10,000 for every upset through the first two rounds of the tournament. Now, that's huge. Another thing about DraftKings, it's easy to play. Pick one team per day, and if they win, you survive and advance to the next round. Last person standing is the winner. Remember, you can only pick a team once for the entire tournament, so choose wisely. I love those 12 seeds. Those 12 seeds are a little frisky. I don't know about the last couple of rounds, but you might stick in there a little bit more than other people.
The nine seeds. The
nine seeds are unlike anything else. So check those ones out. DraftKings is a safe and secure app if you're down on it all. You can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience, so check that out. And last but not least, I'm just going to throw it again. Promo code THPN at sign up. Free entry with your $5 deposit. Promo code THPN. Let's just get this fucking episode going, boys. We're live again. This is becoming routine. Like I said, we're the grittiest podcast out in Vancouver. We're taking the airwaves. We're taking over live podcasting. So if you're a podcaster watching this, welcome. We'll fight later, but welcome. Boys, how you doing? Josh, my friend. Good to see you.
Oh, baby. I'm doing well, boys. It has been a solid week to be part of the Vancouver fan base right now. We're back. And Josh is going to be back on the golf course as of tomorrow. So Redwoods Golf Course, if you want to come see Josh have a mental breakdown, I tee off at 9:15. So be there, be square.
How mad would you be if I just showed up and just like followed you throughout every single hole? Didn't even say anything constructive or just like anything mean, but I just kind of like followed you around and just watched you, just like either nodded or just like shook my head.
Could you at least like push my bag if you do come along?
No, not at all. I'm gonna bring a lawn chair, and a cooler,
maybe an air horn.
Yeah.
Every backswing, fuck this guy.
Hey Josh, what happened? You told us you'd stop wearing that hoodie or that sweater once the Canucks started winning again.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's heat, dude. You wearing anything underneath? Hey, should we do a tarps off podcast?
Oh,
no.
No.
Are we allowed to do that? Why can't we do a tarps? Are we allowed to do a tarps off podcast?
We probably can, but like no one just wants to see that.
Yeah. We will lose viewers. We will lose our limited viewers if we do this.
I would not be surprised if we went tarps off if we shot up into like quadruple digits within 15 seconds. Like, guys, sex sells. And I don't know, maybe you guys need to look at your mirrors and admit this to yourselves, but you're symbols of sex. All two of you.
What is the opposite of sex? Celibacy. Gamers, fuck you.
Celibacy is like actively against, it's opposite of sex.
The exact opposite of sex. That's what we would promote by doing a Tarps Off podcast. Celibacy.
That'll be like our ticker in the bottom. Celibacy.
Our promo code, you get 20% off chastity belts when you see us shirtless.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. That's
so sick. Raph, we didn't get a chance to ask you. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I had a quick power nap. I'm drinking some coffee. I used to like, I'm very caffeine sensitive, so I'm like slowly building up my tolerance to caffeine again. I can start fucking crushing Red Bulls and taking espresso shots, no problem now. Life is great.
That's not good, dude.
Dude, I'll get like the jitters for like about 15, 20 minutes, but then I'm ready to rock and roll. We're good.
Literally, I could say like I'm building a tolerance to heroin, and that's we can equate the two.
Yeah, but that's like chasing the dragon. It's never going to be as good as that first time. I could take like a week off coffee and then boom, espresso shot, and I'm buzzing again.
True. The withdrawal ain't quite the same. I'll tell you that much.
So the week is good. I am good.
Another idea. Maybe that's it. Tarps Off Heroin podcast. Just an idea. Different thoughts are rolling here. Okay,
we're not doing that.
Just a thought.
Just immediately going to shoot that one down.
Try and get the creative juices flowing here. Speaking of juices, now this is a transition for you. I got my first pedicure today. What's up? Come at me.
How?
My toes are fresh, dude.
Dude,
Can you explain the segue from juices to pedicure real quick, and then we'll continue.
There was no juices.
So,
I just wanted to talk about my feet, dude.
wait, was it a guy or a girl that like gave you your pedicure?
It was a nice lady.
I feel so bad for that nice lady scraping the dead fucking skin off your monstrous size 11 fucking feet.
No,
That
seriously.
is so gnarly. She's
I
like,
also
that's
feel
awful.
for this lady. She, the poor gal, man. I would say when we walked in, like, great place. When we walked in, I did, maybe this was just me feeling this way, like me being a bit nervous. I definitely did feel the air of like they were judging me by my feet, like just looking at me and thinking what my feet will be like. And
Yeah.
they're not wrong. Like my feet are fucked. But
Do you are you ticklish on your feet?
I didn't think so, but then they started doing the pumice, the thing where they like fucking scrape your callus off, and I was like, my entire thigh was firing. Like it was tense.
Dude, just thinking about that, like I'm just a naturally ticklish human. Like you can touch me anywhere, and if I don't expect it, I will legit be like giggling like a little girl. And my feet is the same thing. Like I think I've mentioned this. I got a foot massage in Venice Beach by like these two old Asian guys with my dad. And I was laughing my ass off the whole time because I was just like, it was just so funny to me. Just like the circumstance, but also just like having someone like touch my feet for that long was actually like, I couldn't do it, dude. I could not do it.
It's safe to say that you're not into the toe sucking?
Ugh.
You don't like a little big toe action, a little big toe and second big
Dude,
toe all in one mouth?
That's disgusting. I will never. Okay, if a girl ever tries to do that, she better wear a fucking mouth guard because I will kick her in the face because I'll be so ticklish. Okay, that's number one.
That's
Number
definitely
two,
from a movie.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Yeah, I forget where it's from. I shouldn't even mention it because I have no idea where it's from. All I remember is he kicks her in the fucking. It might be fucking. What's that? What's the Stifler movie? American Pie? Yeah, I feel like it's American Pie, but who knows?
Okay. And then,
Josh, have you ever put your feet in pond water and just had like little like tadpoles like just eat the dead skin off your feet?
no.
Have you ever experienced that?
No.
That would just be, I feel like, a nightmare for you because A, it's fucking ticklish as balls, and B, like the little tadpoles just swarming your feet, like they come out of nowhere. Like you'll see like two or three, you'll stick them on stick your feet in the water, and then you get swarmed by like at least 50, and they're everywhere.
Dude, it's sick, dude.
You take your foot out, some of them are still hanging on.
Now, this might be a bit too gross for your guys' take here. I'm sorry if people are eating at home, if any of the viewers are having some sort of pasta or something chewy. If you had to suck a toe, which one's it going to be? Which toe is you suck? Are you going big toe? Are you just going home run swing the whole way?
No chance. No, dude, the big toe, I would say just like takes the most shit. Like that's like, but I also feel because it's the big toe, it's maybe the most well maintained.
Yeah,
no chance.
I would say.
No
you
chance.
don't think the big toe is well, dude? I think it's like, you know what? I would go with the one that it would basically be like the one right next to the big toe. I'm literally looking at my bare feet right now through a clear table as we're recording.
You guys are idiots. Pinky toe all the way.
Oh,
yeah, that should have been an obvious answer. I agree.
100% the pinky toe is the smallest, the least gunk under the nail, the least toe that you need to actually interact with.
Fact.
The least surface area.
Yeah, but Raph, you have to remember though, the pinky toe is the most fucked up looking toe that everyone has.
Josh, at the end of the day, you're just gonna have a fucking toe in your mouth. Why does it matter?
It's because if I'm ever gonna have this experience, I want this to be somewhat enjoyable for both.
What do you mean if you ever have this experience, dude? You're only 25, okay? It's got a lot of time
you anticipating
left.
it? He's 24.
Dude. Oh, 24, dude. You got a lot of time left. You're going to have this experience. I'm just telling you, dude. It's a full life ahead of you.
Have you ever sucked a toe, dude?
I can neither confirm nor deny, mostly because I don't remember, but I'm probably going to say yes to that. I have no idea. That's a legit cannot confirm or deny. That's not me saying I for sure have done it. That's me saying like not sure that I haven't done it, you know? What's up to our boy Razor 570? You missed the mark on choosing your number. 569 would have been the right one to choose. Let's try. Moving on, boys. We can move on from sucking toes. What's up to 7 o'clock sunsets or 7:15 sunsets? You guys like that? You a fan of that?
I'm down with it, boys. Summer's coming.
The golfer in you should be fucking pumped because that's another hour added on to Twilight rounds right there.
There you go.
True.
100%.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Except daylight savings, though, I've said this before, it is a myth. It
Yeah.
is a flat out fucking myth. It does.
I was
not
gonna say the same thing. Like, at what cost are we getting this extra hour of sunlight at an hour less of sleep? Like, fuck you, dude. Even if it's for one day.
Yeah, like
easy trade-off.
No.
Yeah. Like I woke up today, and it said it was like 10:30 in the morning. I'm like, what? I'm like, why am I so like tired? Because I went to bed at maybe like 3 last night, and I'm like at 10:30. I'm like, okay, I had some stuff to do, and yeah, like I get up and I'm like, oh wait, the fucking clock switched. I'm like, it's only 9:30, and then I just back to fucking bed, to bed, and I took a nap today.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
Good
feel
for
you.
you.
I mean, I'm down with the time change. I hate the fall one. Makes no sense. Like, I don't need an extra hour of sleep. I do need my sunshine as long as I can damn well get it. But the winter time is kind of a write-off anyway. So I get the balance there. But I'm always hyped this time of year. There's something about it where you got to think of what you have to think about is summertime. When you get home from work at like 4, maybe even 5, and you tell yourself like, shit, I got like 3 hours of good sunshine left, like hot, nice sunshine.
yeah,
That's like, we're on the road to that right now.
yeah. I love it. Today is the day. This is day 1.
Hell yeah.
And you know what's crazy is this might actually be the last time we do this. Apparently, John Horgan said this might be. He's trying to get rid of it. But in order to do that, as we'll talk about, or I don't think we talked about it in our interview that we had coming up, but it was in the pre-interview. California, Oregon, and Washington all have to agree to it as well for the Pacific time. Time zone.
Yeah, good luck getting Canada and America to agree on something these days, right?
Yeah.
That's a far-fetched idea, ain't it?
Yeah, like, let's open the borders. Let's do it. Can't believe that's still being pitched.
Okay, boys. Next up here, social gatherings. Biggest news of the week when Miss Bonnie Henry tells us we can get together in a group of 10 outside. Is that hyped or what?
That's pretty fucking hype, but I feel like we kind of missed the step. But
yeah, kind of.
Well, I feel like what happened to the whole Safe 6 thing? Like, I know that was more so like inside and outside, but like, I feel like now it's like, okay, so it's only household inside, but then it's open season if you're outside for anyone you want to hang out with, or not.
Hell yeah, dude.
But not really. I mean,
Safe 10. They were still saying the same consistent 10 people though.
You could pretty much have a quinceañera outside, dude, as long as it's outside. That's what we're doing now.
So does that mean that all birthdays are back on now?
I don't know. I think I can only imagine what the parks were like this weekend, like Kiss Beach or something like that. Must
Probably
be
wild.
The only thing that's funny about it is I almost feel like I have to have a group of 10. Like, just the fact how they've starved us for so long of social interaction, and now they give us a group of 10. I almost feel like it needs to be 8 to 10, or it's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they're like, oh, you're calling my bluff. So,
right. But I'll tell you one thing, boys. You know what's gonna be fucked? And I was talking to some people at work about this, dude. Imagine now, as the weather, like Elijah said, sun's not going down, dude. English Bay, Kitsilano, fucking Stanley Park, dude. The beaches are going to be fucking bumping early on. So was this premature? I don't know. And you know what? But I'm not complaining. If it's premature, then that's good, because I feel like Dr. Bonnie Henry has played it so safe, which I applaud her for. But I feel like this is still kind of a gamble. But like, I think she had to make a move before summer. Would you guys not agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't. I think everyone kind of needed it, and we got some good news coming, so may as well.
Yeah. Can I ask one thing before we move on to hockey?
I'll approve it.
Why the fuck is my shoved up face still in that corner of Elijah's goddamn picture? That's been there for like the last 8 episodes. Just tickle it.
I can't. It's so hard to navigate. I don't know why I have such difficulties.
It's gonna be there forever, Josh. It's watermarked on all of our episodes. It's not going anywhere.
100%. Okay, let's move on. We've got Canucks talk now. Let's get to the playoff talk, boys. Canucks are making the playoffs. Like Josh said at the beginning, we are fucking back. If you're not about this idea, at this point, you're pretty much like a tier 1 criminal in my books. I think you deserve to get the book thrown at you. You're not listening to the stats. What you have to understand is 4 out of 5 games. Wins 4 out of 5 games. Tyler Myers, one of the best defensemen in the league. Nils Hoglander, pretty damn good forward. Elias Pettersson out of lineup, still winning. That's a mark of a playoff team. This team is making the playoffs. Josh, do you just want to say it one more time for me?
Canucks are making the playoffs.
That's the truth.
Back.
Please don't disagree with us. Don't give us any of that negative bullshit where you try and throw analytics or any of that dumb stuff that tries to tell you they have an 8% chance or something like that. They've got more. It's about 80% in my book. So they kind of have to fuck it up to lose at this point. But Josh, let's frame it like this, okay? We beat Edmonton pretty handily, maybe 2-1 in some books, but in my opinion, we ran that game. Whatever. And we've got Ottawa coming up, Josh, 2 free wins. So we could pretty much say we've won 6 out of 7 games, right?
Oh man, I don't know, dude. Like you look at Ottawa, even today they were playing Toronto. They got 2 goals in 7 seconds, courtesy of Brady Tkachuk. Like, and Ottawa right now, I'm not even joking, is the epitome of just like first place slayers. Like, you know what they are? They're that fucking thing in Mario Kart. I don't know what it is. Basically it's like when you're in last place and you can just fuck up the first person. They're that.
The blue shell.
Blue shell.
The blue shell. Exactly. So we're not in first place. But I like how it's blue. So I like how we can refer that to Vancouver. Are we the blue shell? So maybe we don't make the playoffs, but we're gonna fuck up the standings a little bit. We're gonna make sure like certain teams don't get home ice and all that bullshit.
I just want to touch on something real quick before we get too far away from it. Elijah obviously bringing up the fact that Pettersson hasn't been in our lineup for the past 4 games, I think it is.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gone from being like a bit of a good luck charm for the team to almost being like a hex just based on our performance for the last 4 games?
That's a bold move. That's a bold
that's a hot take, dude.
That's a hot take. I know.
That's when you add fucking water to a hot pan and it starts sizzling away, dude. Yeah. That was spicy. No, he's not a hex. He is the owner of some bad timing, that's for sure.
But what happens when his first game back, the Canucks just get absolutely slammed?
Okay,
that's another hot take.
That's fucked. That's not chill, dude. I don't like how we have playoff talk and then we have Raph serious talk coming in here with the
I'm sorry. Someone's got to do it.
Outlooks. Now, here's really how the script goes. And unfortunately for Pettersson I hope he comes back to the lineup soon, because if he I do think we're going to run these 2 games against Ottawa. And after that, it's not an easy schedule. I mean, we play the Habs again, we play the Jets, some good teams. Whenever Pettersson comes back, I've said this the last couple episodes and in the interview as well, he's going to need to change his game a bit. You've got a team right now, the Canucks, playing very, I'm not going to say extremely good hockey, but above good. It's in between good and great hockey. They're consistently outplaying their opponents, I would say. And so, like as the star player, as the best player on the team, when you come back to that lineup, there is a possibility that your game just kind of takes away from it in the moment. So that has to be your sole focus.
If you think about it too, his teammates have built some chemistry at the time that he's been gone, and it's kind of allowed them to excel in their own ways, right? It's like when you add him to the mix again, it could just kind of.
Let's bring Josh in this hot take. Josh, should we put Petey on the 4th line and give the 4th line some fucking 13 minutes a game? Is that a play right there?
No. I think the biggest thing is, Raph, you're right. Like, obviously, with Pettersson out of the lineup, like, you have to adapt to just shuffling of the lines. And obviously, it seems to be working. Now, this might actually be a blessing in disguise for possibly when Pettersson comes back, because I find it's going to happen 1 or 2 ways. The first one is probably the obvious one, where everyone thinks that, okay, Pettersson's back. He's basically back to running our offense. Everything goes through him in the offensive zone. Number 2, or it takes the pressure off Pettersson to perform, and he's like, hey, stuff has been working out for you guys. Like, put me wherever you want in the lineup. Let me try and not fuck things up too much, and then we'll just keep going. And if things start to get bad, then let's revert back to the old ways when Pettersson was back in the lineup before he got hurt.
Yeah. I would say, now we got Razor chiming in here on the Twitch comments. Check us out on Twitch if you haven't already. Are Pettersson's players taking their games to the next level without him, though? Now, Patterson's players, I imagine what he means is kind of the Brock Bessers and the JT Millers, the line mates of this guy. Usually, I would say honestly, like Brock Besser's kind of played at an interesting level this whole year. He's raised his game from last year for sure. At times he dips and peaks as well. I would say he's fine right now. He's doing okay. He's not the thing we touched on in the interview as well. He does not drive play the way certain superstars do. Mm-hmm. So he's got many other intangibles. He does not drive play the same. JT Miller's the one guy who actually really hasn't played that much better. Sure, he's playing center without Pettersson there, and he's getting more touches in the faceoff, get more time on ice, get more responsibility, more engaged in the game. But there still are the JT Miller moments. I was kind of fucking joking about the fourth line idea, but hot take, like that would not be a terrible idea for a period or something like that. Like really throw a wrench in what the expectation of the other coach is. I don't hate the idea. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really, who's on the fourth line? Who is it? Roussel?
Well, Jay Beagle and Roussel were out the last game with injuries. So that's why it kind of interests me a bit, because right now you got guys like, I don't even know how to say his name, Michaelis in the lineup. You got Zach, got McEwen. You've got other guys like Hollerchuk. Fuck me with names today, dude. I have one beer. I'm all of a sudden fucking Jim Leahy trying to pronounce names out here. But those three guys, like, yes, they're fourth line players, but they're fast north-south guys. I think the thing about my idea is it might not be the best idea in the book, but in that situation, if you put Pettersson with Zach McEwen and Michaelis, I mean, guess who you're lining up against? Well, who's the other team going to throw at you?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
True.
What the fuck line are you going to see?
Yeah.
Especially against Ottawa. What's Ottawa going to throw at you?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Or you know what? Maybe the head coach, they just like double shift like fucking Thomas Chabot or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
But then again, then you burn out that line.
Yeah, true. And then the big dogs come out. But yeah, I mean, going back to Razor's question, I mean, I think, you know, did they take their game to the next level? I would say no. But I think what the Canucks did do well is they actually adapted. And I think that was the biggest thing. Is like I don't think like Petey's interview, or how long is Petey out for?
They just said another week on this last game, so it could be another 5 days or so.
Another 5 days, which is probably another like 3 games, possibly. I think.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing with that is like they haven't. Yeah, like I don't think they need to fully take their game to the next level. I mean, if Pettersson was done for the year, then yeah, 100%. Someone needs to step up on that line and actually be the game changer. But I think what they did do is like I think they did a solid job at putting over a hypothetical Band-Aid over Pettersson not being there. And again, like if they can get him back after the Ottawa series, because who do we play after Ottawa? Do you know, E?
It's Montreal for 2.
Montreal for 2. So again, Montreal is kind of, they're not, I wouldn't say they're on the downslope, but they are within our range. So, you know, if you can have them back for that series, you're going to need them. But yeah, so that's my take.
You completely hate my idea of the third, fourth line PD line?
I don't hate that at all. I don't know why you don't just do that. Like, why don't we just split everybody up?
Yeah, the main fucking con of it is that PD will not be getting 22 minutes a night. Now, I'm not saying give him 12, but maybe a third line with Sutter and some random guy or Michaelis, like I was saying. Mm-hmm. I think, honestly, if you throw that back for the first game that he's back and get him some, like, weird matchups to get him some confidence, I think it'd be fucking sick to see.
Yeah, there you go. I love that.
Okay, guys, should we send it over to our interview with Jamie Dodge? Should we do that right about now?
Yes.
Sure.
So for the live listeners out there, we are going to send it over to our interview in the podcast form, but we're just going to come right back with some more content. So for the people listening on the podcast as of Monday and following days after that, enjoy this interview with Jamie Dodd of Sportsnet 650. We got to shoot the shit for a good time. Other than that, let's go. All right, boys. Welcome back to the podcast listeners, live listeners. Thank you for sticking around. Thanks for being with us, especially in the Twitch chat. We got the Twitch chat blowing up a little bit. Thanks for the boys for coming out and playing, boys and girls. We appreciate it. Josh, let's kick this off with a little golf talk here. Golf talk. We got a few segments coming up here, but we first want to kick it off with the Players Championship. So I know you watched a little bit at the end of this fourth round. So what did you see from Justin Thomas today? Why was he able to take it down?
Well, first of all, what I will say about Justin Thomas is he barely fucking made the cut playing into the weekend, which is nuts.
Yeah.
You want to talk about an unreal comeback? This one. And it was actually like, it was crazy because his grandfather had passed away. Tiger was in the hospital. Like, I think it's been a rough, like, couple 2 to 3 weeks here for JT.
Not to mention the whole derogatory slur and sponsorship scandal too.
Yeah. Wasn't
Like-
that in January? That was in January.
Yeah. I guess the last couple of months is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
For sure. Because I read about that and Polo dropped them as a sponsor. So, you know, yeah, like Justin Thomas, like, dude, this guy's unreal. This guy's got 10 plus victories. He's a players championship. And I think he's like a 2-time major winner, all before the age 27. The only person to do that is him and Tiger. So pretty good company. I just like, I love Justin Thomas, but I just need to say something about Bryson DeChambeau. I fucking hate him. I don't know what it is. I am not a fan of this guy. Everyone's like, oh my God, would you look at that? And I'm like, yeah, sick. He drove it 300 yards, but he's in the fucking pine needles at Sawgrass. Like, what does that do for you? Like, yeah, cool. You're 40 yards ahead of like 85-year-old Lee Westwood, yet he's going to beat you to the green. Because, like, yeah, you have a sandwich, but you're coming out of the trees. Like, where, you know what I mean? Like, Elijah, I'll pose this question to you. Would you rather me outdrive you by 50 yards, only 50 yards, which is not actually a lot, especially in our game, 50 yards, but I'm in, like, the shit. Like, I'm in, like, weeds or I'm in pine needles, or take a shot from the fairway, but you're 50 yards behind me? Like, what would you rather have?
Well, see, now when you throw our names into it, when you say Josh and Elijah, like right when you said Josh outdrives Elijah, that already got my teeth clenching a little bit. Like, I was like, that doesn't sit well with me.
Fine,
let's
go the opposite way, because your driver's nuts and mine's actually pretty nice. So you're ahead of me.
Yeah, no, I'm taking that every day because at least in the walk up to the ball, I get to shit talk you and be like, hey, what's up, pussy boy?
Yeah.
Like my drive. But in the end, you're right. You're going to beat me to the green. You got a nasty 180 game in your bag. So I agree. You're going to beat me to the fucking green. But
yeah,
I agree. There's something about Bryson that is very hateable. This is well documented. It's nothing to do with the.
He's not a bad guy. No,
he's not a bad guy. He doesn't like. He's not really chirpy. You can't really be chirpy in golf.
No,
there's something very fucking stiff about him though, and it's not like muscular. It's like everything about him is very stiff.
Well, but it is muscular swing. Also.
It's also very muscular, and maybe there's a bit of jealousy seeping through.
Yeah.
But it's mostly like even that like fist pump he had on was it on the island green today, or was it just on a regular hole? He sunk a big putt, and he was elated about it. And
I think that was the eagle putt on 7 or 16 before the 17.
So like I can't shit on a guy for getting happy, but like even the way he fist bumps, it's like a bit annoying, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, let's really pick a guy apart. His fucking fist bumps annoying. That's how you pick a guy apart right there.
There's just something about it where I don't know. I find him so hard to root for. And like, he's not cocky. Like he's not like cocky, like a Patrick Reed or anything. And it's just, maybe it's all the attention. I don't know. Maybe it's all like the publicity that he gets for being like this unreal golfer. Like, I don't really like Koepka either for that reason.
Oh, fuck yourself.
I know. But I'm more of like, just like a subtle, like I like subtle golfers. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I like even Phil is starting to get on my nerves a little bit. I'm like, this guy's just like playing into the social media.
You don't like Phil hitting bombs, dude?
No, like I do. I don't know.
Absolutely slamming nukes down the fucking fairway.
You know,
his calves are firing up.
He's honestly just like, he just reminds me of like a typical dad trying to fit in with the young kids. Like that's what Phil Mickelson reminds me of.
Yeah. It's also like Lee Westwood though, if you think about it.
Yeah, but I like Justin Thomas. I like Ricky Fowler. You know, like those guys are, you know, I still like Jordan Spieth. Like those are those golfers that I really like. But there's something about DeChambeau that it just irks me. And I don't really know what it is. I think it's because like, oh my God, his drive is so sick. And like, I'm like, dude, the fact that that's the only thing that you guys can fucking talk about is that the fact he can drive like 360 is just fucking ridiculous to me.
Fair.
Okay, so I wanted to bring this up about my shout out DraftKings. Another little shout out here. I entered in on the Players Championship. I made myself a little lineup for the weekend, and I just want to go over how bad this lineup was.
Like, okay, I want to hear
it. Was I don't know how many people were in the contest. I finished in about 137,000th place. Like there must have been like 100,000, like 137,000th. Like there's 6 digits on my place. Now I will say shout out to the person who finished first. The guy who finished first and second, because you can make multiple entries in the competition. He finished first and second.
Good for him.
He made almost $1.1 million on this contest on a $10 entry. Isn't that fun?
No way.
That's fucking nuts. So real quick, my lineup, I had it typed out somewhere. Where did I? Okay, I know what to do here. Just let me copy paste because I had it on the copy.
Okay, wait, I had a real quick question for you guys though.
Go for it.
While you're setting that up, what happened to Lee Westwood? Because when I was watching the players, he was up, I think, 2 strokes on everyone else.
Yeah,
I think this was towards like the later half of the course.
So I started watching when Westwood was on 13.
Yeah.
So he had 13 and then 5 more, I guess, up until 18 to go.
Because he was leading the charge for a little bit. Yeah.
And Justin Thomas, I think he made an eagle on 11 that gave us a lead. And Westwood at that point, he couldn't catch up. There was one, I think it was on 17 or no, I don't know, maybe 16. Oh yeah, it was 16. Westwood took it was a tough bogey. Like he hit a drive down, it was fine. And then he had I don't know, I think it was maybe a 5 or a 6 iron to the green on a par 5.
Yeah.
And it just fell short. It hit a tree and dropped right in the middle of the sand. And he ended up bogeying the hole. It was a tough look. So
that's tough.
And
I think he said he got old. I think there's a quote out there where he's saying his body's not the same anymore because he's getting fucking old, dude.
Well, I mean, that was the thing. You see where Bryson ends up. Westwood still drives pretty far, but he was paired up with DeChambeau today, and just the distance between their balls was just fucking astronomical. It wasn't even close. So I like Westwood. Has he ever won a major E? I don't think he has.
I don't think so.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think he has. Anyway,
okay.
Got that lineup.
So the lineup. So I have Tony Finau, missed the cut. Tommy Fleetwood, missed the cut. Ricky Fowler, missed the cut. I have my one shining grace. I have Canadian Corey Connors, the guy finished 7th place. Sick job on me. And then we go back. I got this guy Tringali. I'm gonna call him Triangle. C Triangle, missed the cut. Gary Woodland missed the cut. 6 out of 7 of my players, or 5 out of 6, missed the cut for me.
When you say they missed the cut, they missed after day 1.
Doesn't the cut happen after day 2?
Oh yeah, maybe it's to play into the weekend. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it always happens on Friday, and every single 5 out of 6 we're done by Friday. It's okay, tough. I guess I'm not winning $1 million, nonetheless $10. That's awesome. But,
oh god,
how fucking exciting is that?
And where would you have to place to break even? Sorry,
I think it's not anywhere special.
100,000.
Under 100,000.
37,000 places.
Let's just say this: the guy, I think it was a $10 or $11 entry. The guy that placed in 30,000th got $26. He almost doubled his money in 30,000th place. So just don't be a suck ass like I was, and you make money. It's pretty simple. I don't know. I thought I had a good lineup. I guess not. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Should we move on here, boys?
Yes.
Oh, actually, we got one more segment before we get to the Would You Rathers here. Josh, your boy Drew Brees retired, even leaving the reins to your other boy, Jameis Winston, your favorite. Any thoughts on the Brees retirement here? Shock?
First of all, Drew Brees is not my boy. Fucking
sorry,
Tom Brady put Drew Brees in a grave this postseason. So, no, but honestly, it's you're going to start to see the dominoes fall here. I mean, Drew Brees, again, he's dealt with injuries. But just in terms of the record books, this guy's the greatest ever. He may not have the rings, but in terms of individual accolades, this guy's the best quarterback.
But Brady's going to pass him. On the touchdown, is it on the all-time touchdown list or the yards list?
In passing touchdowns, yeah.
We lost him. Raph, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We lost Josh.
It's Josh. All right, sick.
Am I here?
Hi, Josh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're here.
I was getting a phone call. Yeah. So anyway, in the like in terms of individual accolades, Brady is not even going to touch Drew Brees' passing yards record. Not even going to touch. In terms of passing touchdowns, they were trading shots back and forth this season. So that record will be probably taken by Brady for sure. Mm-hmm. Barring he doesn't like die or anything. Knock on wood. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So Jameis Winston sucks. I think New Orleans should actually rebuild, in my opinion. I don't like, it's going to be so hard to find a quarterback now. Like, you need to trade up in the, like, I don't know. I think you need, like, this is a good quarterback draft. Like, start it now. You're going to have to give up some players, but, like, I don't know, man. I don't believe in Jameis Winston. I don't believe it. Like, I mean, look at what he had in Tampa Bay. Like, he had Mike Evans, he had Chris Godwin, he had basically the exact team that Tom Brady had, maybe minus off Rob Gronkowski, but like pretty much identical. So
it's a good point. You're a hard guy to budge on this one.
Yeah,
I would say that famous Jameis has matured a little bit, and I do expect big things from him when he gets the ball. I want to see him sling it because he's got some receivers that want the ball slung to them. Mm-hmm. Let's get a Michael Thomas sling game. That would be nice. I don't really have any other thoughts on it. I mean, I kind of saw it coming. The guy's old as fuck, cannot pass the ball the same as he used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Razor thinks to think no running game when Winston was playing. I mean, wasn't the whole Saints running game struggling last year altogether? Even when Breeze was playing? Before he had wasn't the entire running game for the Saints struggling last year as a whole?
Well, I thought Kamara definitely didn't have like a pop-off year like he did a couple seasons ago. That's for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the run game's interesting, and running backs they're so hard to grasp, like how long a career for a good running back actually like lasts. Like when you really think about that, like think of like Leonard Fournette, you know, that's one. Didn't really last long. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say even like Saquon Barkley, dude. Like, if this guy can't stay healthy, like, I'm just saying that like he's good, but like he needs to stay healthy. And Kamara, I would, and like even like look at Todd Gurley. This guy probably had what four good years, and then that's kind of it. Like they don't last long. So Kamara, in a way, he's been in the league for how long? 3 years?
No, I think 4.
4 years. So yeah, I mean it'll be interesting, but I don't know. I think it all starts with the quarterbacking, and if Jameis can't get it done, what I will say is New Orleans should trade their pick or trade Kamara to Miami, get number 3, and take Justin Fields. That's nice. Just fine.
Just a coincidence that your team gets an all pro running back, just by chance, Pro Bowl running back, just like that.
Yeah, just casual.
Not a coinky dink.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on, guys. It's Sunday, and for us, what that means in the month of March is we are going to be doing a new segment. Once again, we're trying out a bunch of new segments, and today we've chosen Would You Rather segment. So obviously a very basic concept that everyone knows about, but I'm hoping we could put a little stick and rink twist on this. I'm hoping we can give you guys some fucking a good nice tablespoon of weird. I'd love to give you guys that. Maybe put it in a KitchenAid blender, throw it up with some funky. Throw it up with some like a little bit scarring, a little bit jarring, and then before you know, you got a dope ass cookie at the end of it. But boys, you got your Would You Rathers ready?
I got them.
All right, who should we kick this off with?
Let's go with Raph. Raph.
Oh, no.
I think they always do that.
I had this one that I thought of in like the middle of my slumber the other night. I was like, oh, this will be a great idea. Would you guys rather go your entire life without having a name or without addressing anyone by name?
Holy fuck. You got me there. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to say
like, no, you wouldn't have a name, like no nicknames, no nothing. People would just be like you, or just like, hey, and they're like, hey there, just like you, they would never address you by name, or you can never address anybody you know by name. Like nobody just had a name for you, people would call you like Josh.
Wait, okay. I think I would probably rather not have a name.
So you'd be able to call people by name, but no one could possibly call you by name. Why?
Yeah, I think for me, like, I like calling people by their name. Like, I feel like it's like a polite thing to do. So I'll take the hit for the greater good.
Okay. But then you'll never know if
Fair.
anyone's addressing you or not.
Well, I hope
Then it could be like, "Hey, you," and then you just turn around and be like, "No, the other guy."
hopefully they realize that, and then they just like tap me on the shoulder, like, "Hey,
What? You know what? You really could get it. Like I'm thinking about court proceedings. You really could never be charged with a crime. They would never be able to address you. You'd be like, I don't know who you're talking about. Like,
yeah,
what do you mean? What do you mean, Tim?
You don't have
Yeah.
a name."
Yeah, true. Boom.
Like,
Positive.
yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and go against Josh, and I'm gonna say, like, I feel like I would lose my entire identity of self. You know,
Yeah.
like when I think about myself, I am Elijah. Right?
Wait,
so like
for this
need
question, and I know that like I think we should all try and refrain from this, but like trying to like poke holes in it, because like just like try and do it from face value. But is this question posed as if like people used to know me as Josh, and then all of a sudden I wake up tomorrow and I don't have a name, or is it like, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Or have you like gone your entire life without having a name?
yeah.
We're gonna go with you have never had a name your entire life, and you never will have a name.
Okay, yeah.
So you don't have that from Elijah's perspective. You've never had that sense of identity.
So my
what
parents.
would my gravestone say?
You. or like that guy.
At least put like a Fook on the front of it, like Fook you and Fook me from Austin Powers. That'd be
Oh yeah, Fook me and Fook you.
Love movies from back then when they were just saying whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, should we get to how should we incorporate the listener ones? Should we do that as they come? Should we do it? What do you think?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Going over to Tara Gagne on the Facebook page. Shout out Tara Gagne. Would you rather be an unknown NHL player or a famous badminton star?
Badminton, 100%.
Badminton.
Badminton's a
Easy.
sick sport, dude. Are you kidding?
Is badminton Olympics?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
hectic.
I think the keyword in that question is just the word famous.
Wait, but boys, Elijah, you have to remember, like, don't get me wrong, I love badminton, but I also love playing hockey. So like would I like being an unsung hero? Maybe, you know?
Can I spin this for you? Can I spin this one for you guys?
Oh God.
Sure.
So you can be a famous badminton player, but you can never play hockey again in your life. Or you can be an unknown hockey player and never play badminton again in your life.
Hockey. All the way.
Easily hockey.
But think about it this way: you could be missing out on some very, very good financial opportunities with you being a famous badminton player.
Doesn't matter.
I could sell my body if I needed to.
No, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I got a bunch of holes, dude.
Well, here's my thing though. Is what's the minimum what's the minimum contract an NHL player can have? $500,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm
content
content
nowadays.
I'm cool with that. I can do that. Yeah. I would say that would be my biggest thing. Cause like if you're a Canadian kid and you don't dream about playing in the NHL, you're weird. You are a weird person.
What about this situation? What if
I can tell you right now? Sorry, real quick, just going away from the money thing. The top paid badminton player makes $75 million, I think, a year.
I'm sorry. What?
Mind you, that's a pretty large gap because the second most paid one makes $33 million. I think
you're
this is
saying per year? No fucking way they're
sorry.
making that per year. Dude.
Earnings from 2020 to 2021. So this is even in the past year. This is with the pandemic.
Dude, are you sure that's not in yen and not dollars?
$1 million. It says dollars.
What the fuck?
But that being said, it's a pretty substantial decline. Like if you're number one, it's 75 million. If you're number two, it's 33 million. If you're number 7, it's 2.5 million. Like it goes down pretty aggressively.
Yeah, no, I'll take because the thing is like even though you're like a star, it doesn't mean you're the best. That just means like you're in like the top 5 or like top 10.
Okay.
So I'll take NHL. I'll take a consistent wage of $500K a year.
Okay.
What about this? What if you were only in the league for 2 years and you were just constantly healthy scratched? Like just like they would never send you down, but they would never play you. You were just like, and we got Josh having his 104th healthy scratch in a row.
Dude, I think I'd still do it. I'm still part of the team.
The locker room would be sick, dude.
Dude, I'd still go down the locker room. I'd be the water boy. I'd be the glue guy in the locker room.
Yeah, seriously. I'd be the guy checking everyone in the fucking hallway.
I would probably suit up in the dressing room, and the coach is like, Josh, what are you doing? Like, I'm playing tonight. He's like, no, you're up in the press box. I would probably just take off my skates and just sit in there with my equipment on, just waiting for my shot.
Yeah.
That's so sick. You'd be a real David Ayers down there. Hey, okay, I'll go next here.
Yeah.
Okay, would you? This is very, very simple here, but it could have a lot of layers to it. Would you rather go left or right?
Left.
Right.
See, that says a lot about your guys' character right there. Raph taking the easy way out, right turn. Josh,
Well,
blindside. You might get T-boned, but he doesn't
Blowing
give a
through
fuck.
intersections.
Yeah.
so
Nice.
what I thought of immediately with this one was like either answer is good because if you think about a maze, right? Have you ever seen like a computer do a maze?
No.
Like it just goes straight and it just picks one direction and it just keeps turning. So it's like if it hits a dead end, it'll just turn right. It'll hit another immediate dead end and it'll turn right and it'll go around. And eventually the computer will solve the maze. So I mean, technically any answer can be right in this kind of situation
Okay.
because it'll find its way through in all the possibilities over
But
time.
even fork in the road, like even if you're just on a path and it's like, you don't even know if you're going somewhere, but you have to choose.
You turn right.
Choose and you're going right, eh?
Going right.
It's a little sus on Josh because like when you really translate it, right is right, left is wrong, isn't it?
But how many lefts make a right? 3?
I think. I don't know. That's a trick question. I don't
Yeah,
like you doing
3.
that to us.
3 lefts make a right.
All right, that's sick.
How do we feel about
That's
this
my
question? How do we feel about this question?
I don't mind it. Oh,
Would you have
Would
a
you-
public OnlyFans if you're guaranteed $250K a year?
no.
So
Well,
basically, like
actually,
porn star,
I don't know.
dude. You're just photos, right? Is it photos
Wait.
or videos?
Do I have to what do I have to do though? Like, because OnlyFans, it's like, are those like straight up nudes, or am I just like putting stuff?
I believe you can set the parameters of it as to what you want.
It's also whatever you think the fans want, Josh. If they
I'm-
want a
I'm-
Tarps Off podcast, you're gonna have to give them a Tarps Off podcast.
Dude, honestly, because the thing is though, is like, here's my thing: is I'm gonna have X amount of people that think I'm the hottest piece of ass out there, or does the
Mhm.
government just
Oh,
pay
yep.
me $250K? And they're just like, everyone thinks you're ugly. I'm like, show up on news feeds occasionally.
Imagine
No.
that they're in like a dispute with another country, and they come to your house. You're like, Josh, we just made a deal with fucking Syria, dude, and they're gonna stop everything, but you have to have a public OnlyFans. And you're like, fuck. All right. For
But
the
then this
country.
is the thing though. Like what if he has that public OnlyFans and it never goes viral? Like what if he just like slides under the radar for
True.
however long?
I don't think I
Yeah.
can do that, because all it's gonna take is one of you guys to find out I have it, and you guys just throw it up and make it
Yeah,
viral.
dude, I'm
True.
sharing that shit for sure, dude. I'll be gifting
plus
people
ones-
subs. I'll be like, here, take it.
Plus, once something's on the internet, it's on there forever, dude. You can't get it off.
Fact.
It's very true.
So, I mean-
very true.
Stuck with that.
Okay, Josh, you're up.
Alrighty. Would you rather wear summer clothes in the winter or winter clothes in the summer?
Okay, I've heard this one before.
Summer
I'm
close in the
going-
winter.
Summer clothes in the winter every time. I mentioned it. The Birkenstocks is a style. The shorts. I tell this people all the thing that puzzles people is I like to wear shorts when I know I'm going to be inside anyway, even if it's December. Like I get it if we're what's an example? If we're going a bar doesn't really make sense. I'm not going to wear shorts to a bar. But for example, I work inside, and sometimes in December I wear shorts because it's comfy. It's like we're going to be inside anyway. Who gives a fuck? You know?
Mhm. Yeah.
That's my logic.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Like, I would much rather wear summer clothes in the winter, because like it's so easy to be like a homebody, you know?
Mhm.
But fuck, I just thought about this. The only thing is, if you get the other side and you wear winter clothes in the summertime, if anyone asks you like, "Hey man, like why are you wearing a sweater and like sweatpants in the middle of summer?" It's you don't have to say like, "Oh, I'm like I got a
no,
muffin
but
top
dude,
going
like
on."
that.
It's because I have to do it.
Yeah, but dude, that's like, I'm talking like full like winter gear. Like, I'm talking like fucking
Snow jackets, no pants.
You're showing up to fucking spike ball with the boys in a fucking parka. Like, you're gonna Elijah, I've seen you sweat in a t-shirt on a 30-degree day. You're out in 5 minutes with heat exhaustion.
Dude, I
With
used
a-
to bring 2
the
t-shirts to
winter
volleyball
jacket on.
practice. I would change halfway. 'Cause
Yeah.
I had to.
Okay.
You'd be thin as fuck, dude. I'd be sweating cals for sure.
You would be.
True.
I'd be burning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Raph,
I-
hit me with one.
I'm gonna throw it to like a nice little classic one.
Okay.
What do you give up first? Your sense of taste or your sense of hearing?
Taste, easily. I feel like music is so much more profound than food. Like I get we kind of have a food movement going on the last 10 years about like really making food more than just like sustaining, you know?
Yeah.
Like make it something enjoyable or make it something healthy. But like people are going very specific avenues with it.
Yeah.
But in terms of music or like, can you imagine movies without sound? Like subtitles are great, but I would never get to hear Anna Kendrick's soothing little voice. Come on. Fuck that.
Yeah,
What about like think about like the taste of beer, like the taste of wine, or like the taste of whiskey, like all that kind of stuff. Like it's so nice.
Yeah, but dude, think of it this way now. I can down 10 shots of tequila and look like nothing ever happened because I don't taste it. It's just
it'll look like something happened. You'll fall over. You'll
I'll
get up
fall
out of your
over.
table and you'll be done.
Now I won't look like a pussy after the first one, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth. Yeah, but there was a bit of me, Ralph, that actually thought, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, should I abandon the hearing? But then I'm like, to just like not pay it or not listen to people's bullshit anymore. I like to tune it out. But then I think I'm like, you know, what if you need to be up early? Well, you can't hear your fucking alarm, so you're screwed.
No, true.
So that's how.
You don't think they have like a specialized alarm for deaf people?
Maybe a vibration?
No.
I guess that would make sense.
Something. Maybe just like one of those jackass arms that comes over the bed and smacks you right in the stomach.
Have you guys heard about those clocks that are like they're natural or artificial sunrise clocks or something like that?
No.
Somebody was telling me about this at work the other day, and they were saying that there's these clocks that you can purchase and you put them wherever, and it basically like if you have blackout curtains or something, it'll create like an artificial sunrise in
like
your room.
light.
Yeah, to kind of like give your body that natural feeling of like waking up to light at a random hour.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, what's the
Apparently
point of
they're
having blackout
expensive.
curtains then?
Because I guess like say like you don't want to be woken up by the sunlight coming up at 7 a.m., right? So like you're the kind of person who goes to bed at 4 a.m. and you kind of want to sleep in. You get the blackout curtains. You still want your body to naturally wake up at, let's say, like 11. So you just get one of those things and it just wakes you up through natural means, you know?
That makes sense. That's pretty dope. Fucking love
Apparently
it.
fucking expensive though.
All right, am I next or is Josh next here?
I think you're up.
Okay, sweet. I got one for you, boys. Would you rather not be allowed to dry off after the shower ever again? Like you just literally slip on your clothes, your hair's soaked, whatever it is.
Well, can I like walk around first? Because to like air dry or no?
Like, sure, but your place is gonna be soaked.
Wait, for the sake of argument, can we just say no? Can we just say that you have to put clothes on immediately?
Sure, yeah. Like your entire normal like morning routine, except you just don't dry off. You just put your clothes on. Yeah.
I hate being wet unnecessarily. I fucking hate it. Anyway.
Or would you rather not be allowed to shower after going to the beach for at least a week? Every time you go to the beach, you have to wait a week to shower.
I'm not really
gonna smell like seawater.
Anyway.
Seawater and like all the sand. You would get sand everywhere.
Oh.
There'd be sand in your clothes, sand in your shoes, sand everywhere.
You know what?
Sand in your booty hole.
You know what? I like the beach, like I do, but like I'm not really a beach guy. You know what I mean?
I should have fucking known, dude. You said last time you're like, I don't like flip flops. I wear my shoes to the beach. Like that's a statement right there. Raph, what do you think?
The shower one is every single time you shower, right?
Dude, I couldn't do
every
that.
night.
I think I want to go with the beach one because I've thought of a loophole.
No loophole.
Why? No loopholes?
Because I'm tired.
What if I just bring body wash to the beach, and what if I just shower or wash myself at the beach? Boom, go dry off.
It's a line of living in the van kind of vibe you're giving off right now.
You're gonna bring fucking contaminated body wash into the ocean, dude. You're gonna be eaten alive by Vancouverites, dude.
Brother, that's fine. I'll go to like some sort of lake or something. People do it all the time.
Yeah, hobo.
What do you mean? Yeah. I'll blend in with the crowd.
Okay, let's get to a viewer one here. Would you rather never go to a club, Roxy included again, or never be able to watch a movie again? I thought this was an obvious one. I thought this was easily never go to a club again because I'll be 60 one day. But I kind of want to be able to vibe out when I'm 60. You know, I just want to have the option.
Can we expand on like that and just make it like bars and clubs?
Yeah,
it's a good option.
Yeah, bars and clubs, nothing. So no more Roxy, no more Woodies, no more Warehouse.
Yeah.
No more Courtside.
Yeah.
No more breweries. None of that.
Breweries?
Dude, I would say, I would say.
I would say breweries are more of a restaurant than they are a bar.
No,
No
bar.
chance. No, they're a
Fuck.
bar.
I kind of disagreed with myself when I said
Yeah.
that.
You're
Fuck.
just trying to rationalize.
Yeah.
So, but again, though, like you could still go to like a restaurant though. If they're like, we're food primary, but they serve alcohol, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say, and oh man, I'm a movie guy, man. I like, and you know what? Here's my thing is I'm going to save money because I'm not going to spend $150 at the fucking Roxy every time. And you know how I know that I'd be fine? Because COVID, dude. Like, have I missed bars and clubs? Yeah, sure. I miss going out getting, a little bit tipsy with the boys, but like we all sat at home and played fucking video games and did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can still go out and drink somewhere. We can still go to like a house party. Just can't go to a club.
Dude, I had this thought the other day. When clubs officially open up, like clubs and actual bars officially open up around here, what do you guys think the crowd's going to be like on the first week of being open? Like, I personally think we're going to see a lot of like very late 20s and like early to mid 30s people are going to be out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if just like a buttload of people take a week straight off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's going to be, I'm not going to be there every day. Like we might go once or something like that. Like go to the Roxy and get like fucking tilted, but I'm not huge in the scene, but there's gonna be people who have like a fucking itch to go who would have never gone in a normal world.
Well, dude, you have to remember like the people that turned 19 during COVID that couldn't go out at all. Like they haven't celebrated anything. Like they probably may have had a house party or something, but like for people right now where like now that shit's open, like dude, like they haven't felt it, man. They haven't felt it. So
yeah.
Is it my turn or was that Bailey's? That was Bailey's question.
That was B Fids. You're up next.
Okay. This is my last one. Then we can probably wrap it up if you guys have anything else.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a vocabulary limited to 100 words, just like you only know 100 words, or only be able to say 3,000 words a day?
And how many words do you think you speak over the course of a day?
Oh, dude. Think of how many we spoke. Like this alone, I'm talking right now. That's 30 right there.
I don't think that was 30, dude.
Or not 30, but I would say maybe like 12. And as we keep talking, like think of a podcast. Think of how many words we say in a podcast. Truly, like think about that.
Yeah, but if we all treated ourselves like Larry King, like less is more, easy questions. How you doing? 3 words. Good, thanks. We'd be down to like a 20-minute episode for sure.
Dude, try like 10.
Okay.
Probably 5.
Are the Canucks good? No.
I just looked something up that might sway this one a little bit.
Okay.
So this is from The Guardian. Apparently, the average woman speaks about 5,000 words per day, whereas the average male speaks about 2,000.
Really?
The average working male speaks about 2,000 to 3,000, whereas the average working female speaks about 10,000.
Holy smokes! Dude.
So that's a little food for thought.
Well, we all work, so we're possibly heading 3K here.
And you and I, Josh, work in a very social environment.
Yep. And so does Elijah.
Yeah.
True.
Like,
hey, you know what this would be?
Tara coming in, guilty.
So to put this into perspective, though, you have to remember, like, when you hit 3,000 words, you're fucking mute. Like, you cannot talk.
You're done. Yeah.
Like, your mouth, like, opens to breathe and to eat, and that's it. So, like, if someone comes up to you and they have a conversation, you can't say anything.
Get a pen and paper, just write of words.
Yeah.
What if I learn sign language?
Yeah, sure.
That's you shouldn't have said yes to that. That's an easy. I would do that in a year.
100%.
Everything's done. Yeah, you shouldn't have said yes to that. That was a flaw in your
3,000 word daily cap. Easy.
Because that's just another language. Like if I learned that, then I could speak my entire day.
Yeah. Okay, Elijah. That means nothing though, because only you learn sign language. That does nothing.
Good.
But I will also learn sign language, so I will also communicate with him.
Yeah. It'll be kind of like
hang on. Sorry. What are you saying, Ryan? That makes
what do you mean?
No sense.
He's
We're
saying
both
that
going to know sign language together.
So your word count is done. You can't talk. I can't. you start signing to me, that does nothing to me.
Yeah, but so you wouldn't realize as a friend that I only have 3,000 words a day and then just learn sign language so you can communicate with me beyond those 3,000 words?
Hell no.
He's-
Are you kidding?
He's basically asking you to learn for him. Why don't you do
Yeah.
it?
Come on. How much is our friendship worth, Josh? 3,000 words only, apparently?
Yeah, pretty
You know
much.
what?
You fucking
would-
ass.
I would call his bluff and I would blow out my eardrums and then I'd see what he'd say.
Yeah.
Learn now or we're not friends anymore. One of the two.
My next 3,000 words, I'll tell you to learn sign language.
Yeah.
Okay, Raph, you're up. One last one.
I don't have any more. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's I.
Okay.
I can pull one up from chat.
I got one here. Oh, is there another one from chat?
Would you rather always smell bad and can't smell it, or always only smell something bad but you always smell okay?
The second
I think
one.
I think I'd rather smell bad. I don't give a fuck anymore. It's fine.
Really?
Don't you think there's a level of being able to blame it on other people too?
No, dude. I've been around people that like they don't know that they actually smell.
Mhm.
Like it's tough to be around them. Like it's actually just hard to like that person. And I know that sounds cruel, but like I actually like I'm like, dude, I'm like, do you not do you not smell yourself? Like how do you not know that you smell like shit? Anyway, that's just me.
All right.
Okay, fair.
enough.
I would smell good and have everyone else smell bad. I think you just adjust.
Okay, well here's the
With enough
question,
time.
Raph. This is a good point for people that know Raffle personally.
What?
It does the scent known as the Raffle scent. Is that already a good smell?
You keep saying this.
It's
I don't
true.
think I have my own scent.
You do have your own smell, dude.
Does Dan have his own scent? Does Dan always smell like Irish Spring?
None of my other friends. No, Josh doesn't smell like 2 or 3 in 1. I don't smell like Irish Spring. Raph is the only friend I have that has a distinct smell, neither good or bad. It's just distinct.
What is it?
I don't
Josh,
know.
do you know what he's talking about?
I've never been in that close proximity to you, Raph.
You know what?
But
Raffle,
also,
do me a favor. Wear the same shirt for 5 days. Like wear deodorant and shower everything, but just wear the same shirt for 5 days and then give it to Josh.
Okay.
I think he'll know. Like I don't. It seriously isn't a dig. Like I don't think it's bad. Because I don't know. I think you got to smell. I've known it since the day I met you. I've been smelling you while you sleep for years now. It's just something we got to do. I got one last one before we wrap up here. Would you rather have kidney stones or hemorrhoids? And we're talking like, you know what? We're going to balance it out. Average kidney stones, you're going to pee them out, but they're not the smallest. And pretty much like you're getting week-long hemorrhoids. Like they are cream every day, 7 days a week kind of thing.
Oh God, I'm gonna go.
Sorry, 4 or 7 days.
I'm gonna go with the second one. You guys know I'm a huge preparation H guy.
You got the tube in your bathroom still, Josh?
You want
He's got the suppository. He doesn't have the fucking tube. Look at him. To answer your question, I would also go with Josh, and I would also take hemorrhoids.
Are you also terrified for kidney stones in your life?
No, not really. Maybe like every now and again.
I am petrified, dude.
You can go your entire life without having a kidney stone. Is that possible?
I think so, but it's very.
Does everybody get one? Is it just like something that everybody gets and nobody speaks about?
You got.
That's a long boy, dude. That's a long boy right there.
Obviously, yeah, like you shove those up your hoop, but it actually like it helps. I'm not gonna lie. Kidney stones.
How quickly does it work?
Sorry.
How quickly does that work?
Probably within like 30, like in terms of it to like go away or for the pain to stop.
The pain to stop.
Like 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Oh wow, that's quick.
Yeah. Like it helps. Like dude, like kidney stones though, that's the worst part is like you're probably crushing antibiotics and like there's nothing you can like do. Like it's just in there and you can't actually like fix it.
It's
like,
coming, dude. Like
is it not true? This might be like a total like this is easily a guess, but I think I read that like a kidney stone like coming out of your fucking pee hole is like one of the most painful experiences a guy can ever have. Like like one of the most.
Like I'm so fucking terrified of it, dude. So terrified of it.
Let me end on that and I'll go put these back.
1 sec. We're gonna wrap up with 2 listener ones real quick. So Dan OD4, wrong one. Fuck. Dan OD4 with the most original question. Thank you for thinking of this one. Never be able to watch hockey again or never be able to play hockey again. Easy one for me. Play hockey. I can give up the Canucks and I'll listen if I have to, but you're not keeping me away from the rink.
I would rather watch hockey than play hockey.
Yeah.
I want to play.
That's Raffles' answer is a direct admission that he does not like the fact that we're going to force him on the ice this year.
Yeah, good fucking luck, dude.
And then one last one, Tarragona on Facebook, OGTG. We got, would you rather have hiccups for one full day or be tickled for one full hour? Or Josh, none of this has to happen. You just have to suck a big toe. Or what are you doing?
You know what? I just hiccups actually they make me angry. I hiccup for 5 minutes and I want to put a bullet in my head.
But think about how much you said how ticklish you are.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is at least it's somewhat enjoyable.
For
even
1 hour, dude.
I think this is unenjoyable tickling.
Let's add that it's someone that doesn't smell good doing it to Josh.
Let's also add that it's Bailey, and he's getting a lot of satisfaction out of seeing you squirm.
That would actually make me laugh. I'd probably pee my pants.
Live stream that on Twitch. That'll get you 100,000 viewers immediately, dude.
Yeah.
Guy getting tickled for an hour down.
I'm gonna say the tickle one.
I'm gonna do the hiccups.
I'm doing hiccups. Actually, sorry, no. I'm doing ticklish. I'm not ticklish, so I'd easily defeat that. Bring it on. You'll hurt your fingers more than you hurt me. That's it though, boys. Was it episode 28? Did I get it right?
28.
Episode 28 StickInRink podcast. If you're watching live right now, check it out on podcast form. Releases tomorrow anywhere you get your podcast. We've got the interview with Jamie Dodd. We got a ton of stuff from him. It was a great interview. He's a great guy to chat to. So yeah, boys, we're back on Tuesday, right? Another live stream at night.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. Adios, everybody.
Cool. Bye, guys.